guys, welcome back to this YouTube channel. My name is Onijo and I speak on issues concerning international students and intending international students. To my new subscribers, welcome to this family, and to my old subscribers, thank you for being here with me. Okay, shout out to my sponsors for the day, Amber Students. Don't forget, Amber Students is an organization that caters for most of the needs of international students, ranging from accommodation to transportation to how to get your way around UK, how to get jobs, how to get good affordable things, SIMs, how to open a bank account, and so many things. They've been guiding students in their journey to the UK and in their journey through the UK for lots of years. Okay, so thank you, Amber Students, for sponsoring this video. And don't forget, you can go to the link beneath this video description to get a full information on what Amber Students can offer you as an international student. So for all inquiries and business inquiries and all of that, please just join the Telegram group. The link is below this video description, or you can send an email to winijo21@gmail.com. So thank you guys. Now let's go to the business of today. Well, something is happening in the UK, like legit. Something is really happening in the UK, and nobody seems to be talking about it that much. So that's the message for today. Now, when you come to the UK, you know, you're coming with the mentality that you want to work. Please just watch this video to the end, okay? So you can understand everything I'm trying to say. So you come to the UK, you said, okay, you want to work. And people that are still trooping into the UK because they want a better life, they want better opportunities, and so many things. The thing right now is something is happening in the UK. And not just in the UK, in the US, and in some other areas. And people are attributing it to the war with Russia and so many things, but I really don't know, but something is really happening. Please watch this video to the end to know what is happening. Okay, well, recently, if you've been following the news, you hear that Twitter has sacked a number of people. Facebook has sacked a number of people. There are a lot of shops are going down, they're closing down. Right now, Marks and Spencer, they're closing down shops in more than half of their locations. A lot of businesses can't keep up. All right. So now you coming to the UK as an international student, or we that are already in the UK, we are really finding it hard to get a job. Do you understand? And those of them that are already in the UK as a student, because there are no longer so much jobs, so there's no student jobs in most of these areas anymore. When we're talking about student jobs, I mean jobs like not care, just normal everyday job that you can do. All right, we've had minimum turn up or turn out of these jobs due to the fact that a lot of companies are going down, and things are going. A lot of companies are going down because of these energy bills. Like what M&S actually talked about was that they could not meet up with the energy bills. You know, running your shop all through the day, running the heater, running the lights. In fact, they even not even off the lights, they on it through the next day. It's really consuming. If you go to some shops now, like Boots or some other shops, you see that there's only one cashier that's attending to. You see a lot of, you know, what is happening in Nigerian banks, that you see a lot of cubicles for cashiers. You only see only one person attending to that crowd of people. That's the same way it is in most of the big shops we know. And these are the shops that had track record in employing students, in employing new hands and all of that, giving opportunities to immigrants. These shops are all going down. These companies are all closing up. It is really terrible. It's really terrible. There are no jobs now in the UK. You know, before, when I'll tell you, okay, if you're coming to the UK, just make sure you go to a cheap area. Don't make a mistake. If you know you're not yet in the UK, don't go to any cheap area. There are no jobs there. Those places are now congested, like like Bradford, like so many other places. They're now congested. There are not enough jobs for students. Apart from care, even the care itself is still not available because a lot of people have trooped in there. So now, this is what you should do. If you are not yet in the UK, this is what you should do. You should actually try to apply to schools. You know those schools that we are talking about that are too expensive? That is where jobs are. okay? Because it's better for you to go to an expensive school and you are able to get a job to pay the expensive school fees than for you to go to a cheap school and there's no job to pay the cheap school fees. That's what is happening in so many areas now. A lot of companies, if you go to Hall, you see that a lot of companies have all closed up. There are empty shops everywhere. Everywhere. It's so difficult running a business right now in the West. So a lot of companies are cutting down staff. There are a lot of retrenchment and so on. The only thing that's just booming now is care. So if you know you don't have any issue with care, then you should know no problem. The thing is that in some areas, they don't even have the care jobs now. That's how serious and that's how bad it is. They don't even have the care jobs right now. You understand? Not talk about when you graduate after paying that high amount of school fees and there are no jobs for you. Crazy, right? So now those big schools like those Coventry, Bournemouth, Plymouth, those ones that are paying 15,000, 16,000, that's where the jobs are now. It's better you go to those areas and you know that job is sure and then you'll be able to pay your school fees and your rent than to come to a cheap school and there are no jobs for you. All right? And those of you that are already in the UK, you should try to relocate from those cheap areas. As I said before, somewhere like Hull is just a starting point as an international student. Before, not now again, no, it's no longer a starting point to so it's just a starting point. Well, right now I'm in the southeast and I discovered that there are a lot of jobs here in the southeast, and all these people, they just keep quiet. They're not even giving us code. Don't worry, I've come to bust the code to you guys. So if you want to relocate within the UK, you should go to areas like Bath, Liverpool, Bournemouth, Plymouth, etc. I think it's a school like that, an area like that. EXETER. Okay, these are the areas. Okay, just come to the southwest and you'll be able to. I think Sheffield too. A lot of people have said Sheffield have jobs, so you could actually apply to schools there. If you're already in the UK, you can relocate to those areas. All right. So it all takes you knowing what to do, planning ahead, knowing the news, because you having information is power. Having this information will help you plan better. We actually it will just help you plan better. Do you understand? So the things happening right now is really, really, really serious. And those of you already in the UK, if you're able to have a job, just secure the job. As long as it's a permanent job, you'll be able to secure a car, a house and stuff like that, and credit and so many other things using that position as long as it's permanent. All right, so please, those of you that are getting depressed, and in fact I had a friend call me the other day and she was really depressed that she couldn't get a job now that she's graduated after selling everything off in Africa and coming to the UK, still can't get a job after graduation. Don't put yourself in that condition. Don't condition yourself, because this place right now is survival. Remember, you're not in your father's land. It's survival. All right, so whatever you find yourself doing, do it well. If it's care job, if it's support you find yourself do it well and be the best at it. All right, everybody cannot be in the office, and remember, you're starting life again. So just take yourself as a 16-year-old or 18-year-old and start afresh. So if you creating a standard for yourself, it's only going to put pressure on you. It's going to put a lot of pressure on you. You'll not be able to think. You say, I have people at home. Don't think about people at home right now. Just think about yourself. Think about how you will survive, how you will pay your bills. That is what should be in your brain right now. All right, so you set a standard for yourself. It's only going to get you really, really depressed, and you don't want that. To be very, very sincere, you don't want that. So as I said before, follow my advice. All right, you can join the Telegram group and we'll discuss more. Follow my advice. As I said, though, it's not funny. Don't go to cheap schools. Don't go to cheap areas. Go to the expensive ones. There are jobs there. At least I'm in Bournemouth and I can say that there are a lot of care jobs. In fact, they are begging people. You understand? There are a lot of sponsorships around here. They are begging people. All right? Their pay is about £14 per hour upwards. All right, it's everywhere. The whole of Dorset, there are jobs. The whole of Somerset, there are jobs. So it's just for you to get information in all of these areas in the UK to be able to key into it and get the right job for yourself. All right, so that's the message for today. Okay, thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you. Bye now.